Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Well, I guess this is gonna be my last of 2 more videos left before who knows if you're gonna see me again. I might fly away. I might fly away in the sky and meet my maker. I'm talking about Irma. Yeah, she's coming. She's coming to get me, finally. My wishes have come true. You know, I feel guilty about saying this because last week I was actually... This is before I even knew that this thing's going to turn into a hurricane. It was just a storm off the coast of Africa. And I said, I was just wishing, honestly, within myself, like I was wishing for like a very super gigantic super hurricane. And I'll be damned. Now it becomes a reality. Not only do we have 1, but 3 out there. I'm not saying that I got some kind of powers. I don't. You know, if that was true, I would be the most richest person in the world. But somehow, my wishing influences out in the universe were able to make that happen. Maybe I can withdraw my wish. Or maybe it's too late. I don't know. Anyway, what you're looking at here, it's Metal Gear Solid. The reason I'm not doing any calibrations, anything like that, because I want to talk about Metal Gear Solid. It's been, what, 19 years, almost 20 years anniversary, September. This month, September, when this game was released. I remember buying a PlayStation simply because of this game. I bought a console, PlayStation, in 1998, and it was packed with a bunch of demos, and one of the demos was this game, which I've never heard of. Metal Gear. Back then, we're talking 98. Metal Gear Solid Tactical Espionage Action. And I remember when I first tried a demo, man, I was like so in love with this game. It reminded me of all those action movies, you know, like The Rock, like Michael Bay movies, and reminded me of Snake Plissken, played by Kurt Russell, the voice. I almost thought it was Kurt Russell playing, but then I find out it was a David Hayter, the voiceover. So I was really... This game just... I was in love with it, man. And I remember I had to drive like 60 miles to the nearest EB. It was called Electronic Boutique back then. It wasn't GameStop. It was like Electronic Boutique, EB. I had to drive like 60 miles to the nearest Electronic Boutique, and I told the guy, I'll pay a little extra. Please hold it for me. And he did. I mean, honestly, he didn't charge me extra, but he was kind enough to hold it because I was on the phone with the dude. Like, please, man, I'm driving all the way from here to there. So he held it for me, man, and I was able finally to buy that CD jacket, that cool white and red Enclave Metal Gear Solid jacket. And I remember when I got that game, dude, I was just like, for 7 days steadily, bro, I was just playing that game. I mean, I did take some break. I had to go, you know, to my university back then, to my college that I was at. Well, it really wasn't a university. It was more like an art institute. It was an art institute of Fort Lauderdale. That's where I was studying video production. That was my major back then, video production and film production. So anyway, long story short, I remember playing that game steadily for like 7 days, bro. And I played it over and over again. And to me, this game will go down as one of the greatest games ever. I can't think of any other game that was so original, it's so creative. Again, this comes to credit to Hideo Kojima, who's right here, and what he had done with Metal Gear. And it's kind of sad to see Konami, after so many years, what, 25, 27, almost 3 decades, to take this away from Hideo Kojima, Konami. If Konami had any decency, if Konami had any principles, they would have given back the license to Hideo Kojima so that Hideo Kojima can continue telling a story about the Metal Gear Solid universe. Let him continue with that. But Konami basically, it killed Solid Snake. It killed Metal Gear Saga. Thanks to Konami for killing it for us. But I mean, look, it's fine. It's like I said, what Hideo Kojima has created with what all of the 5 Metal Gear Solids that he had created, will go down in history as one of the tour de force. I'm sorry, Uncharted is great, all these other games are great, but nothing comes close as to what Hideo Kojima has created here. I mean, really nothing. Not even Halo, nothing comes close. Not Gears, nothing comes close as what Hideo Kojima created here, in my opinion. I mean, he really created a masterpiece. It's like a Godfather, man. It's like Scarface, Godfather. It's like all those movies in the past. It's like iconic, classic, Hall of Famer games that he had created. And that's why everyone's holding Hideo Kojima to such highest regard because of that. And that's what you're seeing here right now. Now, I'm not playing this. These are the cutscenes from one of the YouTube channels that I'm watching. It's like a full cutscene, 4-hour video, all the cutscenes put together and everything. So that's what I'm watching. But that's why I'm making this video. I was like, let me do something else. Okay, I've done too many calibrations. I've done all of this other stuff. I have over 2,000. I actually have 2,100 plus videos. I don't think PewDiePie has more videos than me. I'm serious. I might be exaggerating, but I'm pretty serious, dude. Well, he might. I don't know. He might have more videos. I'm sure he has more videos than me. I'm pretty damn sure he does. But there's so many videos that I have on my channel. You guys can check them out. You can go back in the past. You can go check out all those videos. C7, C6, B6, B7. I mean, all of those videos that I have done. All these different TVs. LG, UH7700, Vizio, Samsung. I have a variety of different things. Home theater speakers, receivers, variety of 4K players, etc., 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 etc. Sound bars, laptops, PCs, VR headsets. So I got like a truckload of videos for you to guys go through and scroll. This video was just me giving, it's like walking down a memory lane. I just want to talk about Metal Gear Solid and why, to me, Metal Gear Solid was so important. The reason I'm doing it now, because this is the 19th, let's just circle a 20-year anniversary. I know it's a 19 years, but let's just circle it 20 years. It's like a 20 years anniversary, and the game was released in this month. It was September 3rd, but it's like in this month, September, that was released. And that's why I'm doing this video, to mark that anniversary. I know it's a 19 years, but let's just call it 20 years, man. We're almost going to hit 2018, so it's going to be 20 years. Let's just circle it, circa 20 years. That's how old this game is, and it is still looking good, man. You know, and it's still holding its own ground for even after 20 years. This is why I always tell people, sometimes it's not all about the graphics. It's not all about that resolution and pixels and shaders and all that other stuff. Sometimes it's about this. It's about storyline, characters you care about and love, and great, innovative gameplay. Like this, talking and asking for help, talking to different characters on this comm, you know, choosing different frequencies, unique, innovative things that Hideo Kojima has created. He really risen the bar that a lot of people, even Siphon Filter, like Sony was trying to copy this and they failed. Siphon Filter was okay, but it doesn't even hold a glass of water to this game. Okay, many other try to copy Solid Snake and they all fail. They failed big time because you can't tap into the DNA of Hideo Kojima in his mind. Only he can do that because he knows this universe. He knows this universe. He gave birth to this universe, and he knows it better. He just knows it. Nobody else can know it. Okay? So, and I would say the same thing to David Hayter. He might, of course, he knows the universe, but you don't know exactly what Hideo Kojima has in his mind and what he wants to do with these characters, all of these characters that he created. So Hideo Kojima is the only person that I would ever let make a movie. If anyone's going to make a movie, all you other directors out there in Hollywood, piss off. Sit back and piss off. Let Hideo Kojima do it. You can help him. You can sponsor him. You can have a studio, give him all the money he needs. But Hideo Kojima should direct Metal Gear. Or if he chooses to do so, he can do a TV show series. But he should be the one that would decide to make that movie. He would have to direct it. He would have to write it. And he would have to produce it. It would be Hideo Kojima. And no one else but him. But I don't think he would do that because he already told that story through video game medium. I think Metal Gear should live on this medium. On video game medium. Metal Gear was inspired by the movies in the past, like Escape from New York and others, but Metal Gear was never meant to be in the movie universe. Metal Gear was meant to be in this medium video game universe. That's where Metal Gear belongs to. That's where Solid Snake belongs to. That's where Big Boss and all these other characters belong to, you know. And that's how I still feel about Metal Gear Solid. That's how I still feel about, in general, about Metal Gear. Now the question comes in, are we going to see another Metal Gear? Well, we'll see products, brands of Metal Gear being, you know, stapled on the Konami video games. But are they going to be good? No, they're not going to be that good. Metal Gear Solid Survive is going to suck big time. It's already sucking. I don't know who's going to buy that, honestly. Konami has really self-destructed itself by stupid decisions to get rid of Kojima. I don't know really what happened. I don't think we'll ever know the exact truth of what really happened, but we can all assume it was ugly. I think that's the best way to put it. It was ugly. It was not good. Because if it was good, it wouldn't have come to this. And like I said, Konami destroyed Metal Gear. They ended this Metal Gear saga. We'll never know what really happened with the old Snake, whether he got cured off the Guns of Patriots, because I thought that would be a true sequel, Metal Gear Solid 6, a true sequel to Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of Patriots, for us to find out what really happened after that. But I guess we'll never know now. We'll never know. Now, someone asked me the other day, as a matter of fact, I was talking to some people about Metal Gear because it was like in the forums. I went to one of those forums, Metal Gear forums. It was an anniversary, and then they were like talking about Metal Gear, celebrating Metal Gear. These are like hardcore fans. They know Metal Gear universe really, really, really well. And then we were talking about it, and someone said, do you really think that Konami will ever give back license to Hideo Kojima? And that's a good question. I know maybe 8 years from now, the new CEO comes in, the new people come in to Konami, and maybe they change their mind. Maybe they say, okay, you know, I think we need to give this to Hideo Kojima and give him back his license. Let him continue making this. But again, I think that they would only do that if they would get some, like it would have to be a partnership again. You know, I see that's the tricky thing. I think they would do it under one condition. I think they would only do it if Hideo would agree to do some kind of a partnership with Konami again. I don't think they would give it to him like just like that. Here you go, take this. They would only do it with partnership, meaning Konami will have to have that logo there. Would Hideo do it? I don't know. Depends on Hideo Kojima and his grudge that he has against Konami. Maybe he would reconsider if they had a new CEOs, new people there. Maybe he would reconsider. Okay, these are some cool people now. Maybe we can continue this saga. Look, anything's possible, guys. I don't know, but that's highly, highly, highly unlikely. Let's just say it. Rest in peace, Metal Gear. For now, just put it aside. Just say rest in peace, Metal Gear. We're not gonna see it. What you're gonna see, it's some branding stamped onto Metal Gear from Konami, some side stories or whatever, but you're not gonna see something like this, something so rich that Hideo Kojima had created. And only he can do it. Only Hideo Kojima can do it, because this is his master. He's the mastermind of this whole series. He created it. So anyway, like I said, I'll be able to squeeze a couple of more videos. And then after that, Godspeed, man. This thing, it's intensifying harder and harder and harder, man. This is a Cat 5 Plus. This is like 200 miles per hour, man. This is like, well, you know what, man? I'm looking forward to it. I really am. No, I really do. That's like, what's that quote from that movie? Look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. Google it and you'll find out from which movie that is. Circa David. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the supports, and I appreciate all your thoughts and everything. So thank you, and good luck to everyone in Florida. Bye. Colonel, this is Snake. Good luck and Godspeed.